Hello, this is Cindy Shelton, and I'd like to welcome you to class and show you a little bit how to navigate around my course. So you'll log into your Blackboard shell, and you should see a list of all your available classes, and I'm going to navigate you're my college algebra workshop class. So you click on that and you'll see this screen, and I want to show you what each of the buttons do in our course here. The first one, announcements. I try to keep announcements fresh and communicate things going on at the college and various things in that way. So announcements first. Start here. You'll find kind of the nuts and bolts of the class, where the syllabus is. This is a required class, so there's a co-requisite attendance policy attached to that. This class is required as a co-requisite with your College Algebra 150 class. So students will take those together, and all that information is given here. Also a class schedule to help you kind of monitor your time and see what's coming up. So my schedule, spring schedule, the academic calendar with some important information, and then some links. So kind of the backbones of the class there. Then My Labs Plus is where we'll spend a lot of time. Notice this is going to open in a new tab, and we'll find a lot of our course information where you actually do the coursework, but I actually wanted to show you the other tabs first. Next one, content. Content tab, a lot of times students will forget to kind of look into this because they'll get so used to going to My Labs Plus and spend all their time working, the actual problems that count for points. But don't forget about the content tab in Blackboard. So here, what I would like for you to do, ideally, to treat your online class like you would an in-person class, in that you would attend lectures and you would get information about a section before you attempt to do homework problems. So I'd say don't jump right in there and try to work a problem until you've read a little bit about it, had sort of the lecture experience. You can do that in a variety of ways, and that's the great thing about online courses, is you've got different options. One is the traditional way of just opening the textbook, and that'll be in My Labs Plus, or you can order a hard copy if you really like having a hard copy of your book. That's another option. But so traditionally, read your book, read the examples, take notes in your own notebook. Somehow that's a magical thing whenever you get it in your mind better whenever you're actually writing the notes out as well as reading it. So I would suggest that. Go through each example on each section, make note of that, try to work a sample problem that's given before you jump into the assignment. And I think it will save you time. I really believe that saves you time over the course of the information, because you learn it and you don't have to just guess and check as much. You can actually feel more confident about the problem, then go in and try to work it. I think it's a better strategy. But in here, Chapter R is the review chapter, and these are the things that are good to know before starting the course. It's kind of a review of Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 of high school, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, factoring and how to deal with polynomials, a lot of the foundational things. I've assigned some work in that even to help you in the book, but you may want to even do more. But then Chapter 1 is where lecture would start. Normally, if you were in class, we'd start in Chapter 1, and I do have some videos recorded here, and I'll try to add more as we go along. But when I teach this in person, the 150 class, some of my lectures. So this is another way you might want to listen to the lectures, listen to my personal lectures, and take notes in that way. All right, back in content, so I've got that for each chapter. We do cover 4 major chapters, and then in Chapter 5 we just do 2 little sections. And then Chapter 6, I just couldn't let this go, but I love Chapter 6. It is now optional. It's not on your in your homework or assignments, but I think it's really neat information that you may just want to listen to the videos. It's said just for fun, so don't make fun of me. Some people might find that fun. I couldn't erase that, so it's there. Final study exam aids. You do not have a final in this class per se, but you will probably have a final in your college algebra class, the 150 class. So I left that in there just as extra helps if you wanted to just to have it all in one place. But again, there's no final exam in this class. You will only do homework and take quizzes throughout the course. No major exams in the workshop. And also discussion boards. So there'll be homework, quizzes, and discussion boards. But And then there's just some other videos that I thought were cool applications. A guy getting his kidney stones crushed. This is a neat one out of the chapter 6. Optional stuff just to show that some of this college algebra stuff does apply, and they try to connect that there for you. So I encourage you to watch some of these, and I'll try to add more here as we go as well. But that's what's in content. Communication tab. We'll use the discussion board throughout the semester, so look for that, an announcement coming later. You can start by introducing yourself. There's an introduction post that's open currently, so I encourage you to do that. My grades tab lets you know that your grades are determined as stated in the syllabus and are constantly updated in MyLabs Plus. Some teachers use Blackboard and update your grades here in Blackboard. I do not. I use just MyLabs Plus, so that's where you will find your grade. Then a library link and a help link. All right, so let's go back to the MyLabs Plus link that I clicked on earlier. Let me open that. So yours may look slightly different because mine's in instructor's view, but you will see your assignments. You will have some tabs with the assignments and the grade book, so you can get started on your work in MyLabs Plus. This is where your actual assignments are. The first assignment is a syllabus quiz that will be due dates listed over here by this first Friday, the 18th of January. Here's another place where you can get notes. So I'm really pushing this idea that you're going to study your content before you try to do problems. And you may already have went through the content in your Math 150 class, so you might feel like that's a valid argument, and that could be so. But this is a place you can get those notes that I've mentioned. Learn the material first before jumping into the problems. So when you look at chapter notes, this is the Pearson product book videos and the such, whereas on content tab we looked at earlier, that's my personal videos from my class lectures. So these will be probably nicer, you might notice. But there's also PowerPoints and various things to read, media sources there to help you learn the material and take your notes. Then finally you start it into a homework problem. R.3 is your first assignment. Let's look at that. Let's preview that. So when you get into a homework assignment, there's 12 problems to do in R.3. Hopefully you've read your notes and you've already seen this problem and you're just able to just answer it as quick as can be and you know the answer. But say you don't get it right on the first try, and I submit to check my answer. Oh, and I missed it. So you will get 3 tries. So I can try again. Looks like I forgot my negative sign there, right? Because a negative times a positive is a negative. And also you'll learn about x to the 7th times x to the 7th. You add the exponents. Then you check answer. Fantastic. So you do get 3 tries. Actually you get unlimited tries. After 3 tries, then it regenerates the problem. You get 3 more tries. So you can work on this many, many times. But if you do have questions about it, you can always view the example, watch a video, read the textbook again, print the problem and bring it to a tutoring lab. Help me solve this is a little more guided solution. Or ask my instructor, sends me an email and alerts me that this is a particular problem that I need to get back to you on. So remember, you do have these helps, but don't get so, if you're having to use this for every problem, you're probably not getting the degree of competencies that you need. You shouldn't need to hit that button every time. The hope is that you've done your background part and you've taken notes and practiced a little bit before you start this actual assignment, and that you know how to do this problem just right off the bat. That is the goal. So I just wanted to show you that. And then you have another homework assignment and then a quiz. A quiz over whatever you did that week. At the end of the week, after you do your homework, you have a quiz each week. All assignments are due on Mondays. You have weekly assignments. Every Monday you're going to have a due date. of assignments. So do kind of keep track of that. Ideally, you're done on Sunday or earlier. You monitor your time as needed. But there is a quiz involved, and the difference with quizzes is I don't have that question helps over here. I just have to answer it as best I believe the answer to be, and that I don't know if I got it right or wrong until I complete all 7. You see, this is number 1 out of 7. There's 7 questions to go through. At the end of the 7, so I'm not really getting these done this time, but I'm going to hit submit quiz, then it grades it. And I missed all those, so but I can review that and see what I missed and what the right answer should have been by clicking in this little red. It tells me what I answered, which was nothing, and then what the answer should be is listed there. So you can kind of go back through it and tell if you missed something and try to figure out why. Then you just take it again. So all of these have infinite attempts, but time out at the deadline. So every Monday you have a deadline. This assignment would be due on the 21st of January. So that's how the class will roll all semester. You do homework, you take a quiz on Monday. You do a certain amount of homework, take a quiz on Monday. Or I mean, I shouldn't say take a quiz on Monday. Take a quiz by Monday. The homework and the quiz are due by that Monday. Just make sure you try to max out your points. There's no reason not to get a nice A out of this course if you just do the work. Ask for help as you need it. Just a quiz, and then there's a discussion board. And as you read your syllabus, you'll see that the discussion board is worth points as well in this class, and I'll add those on here as we finish those up. But I'll send you more information about that later. But I just wanted to show you how to navigate and the expectations of the course, and let you know I'm really a live person behind this computer screen, and that I'm here to help you. Would love to see you on campus if you can make the trip here, and help with tutoring any way I can. So I wish you the best of success and happy semester.